Have you ever heard about children with green skin? No, this isn't a tale from a fantasy novel, but a real-life mystery from the 12th century. In the depths of medieval England's history, tucked away in the county of Suffolk, there lies a small village by the name of Woolpit. One day, out of the blue, two children with an unusual green hue to their skin were found near the town. Imagine the surprise of the villagers, the whispering winds carrying tales of the Green Children, their peculiar clothing, and their unintelligible language. These children were not your average run-of-the-mill kids. Their clothes were made of a material unknown to the locals, and they spoke in a language that no one could understand. It was as if they had fallen straight out of the sky, or perhaps risen from the depths of the earth. The villagers were, understandably, in a state of shock. This was a small, close-knit community where everyone knew everyone else's business. The sudden appearance of two green-skinned children was the equivalent of a spaceship landing in the middle of Times Square today. It was unheard of, unfathomable, and utterly baffling. Curiosity ran wild among the villagers. Questions buzzed in the air like a swarm of bees. Where did these children come from? Why was their skin green? What strange language were they speaking? And most importantly, why were they here? Despite the confusion and the fear that such an unusual occurrence naturally instilled, the villagers took the children in. They were cared for, fed, and watched over. But the mystery of their origin remained, hanging in the air like an unanswered question. The villagers could not comprehend where these children came from, but little did they know, the answer would be even more baffling. The children began to share their story, and it was like nothing anyone could have imagined. They painted a picture of a world far removed from the familiar landscapes of Suffolk, a world that existed beneath the very ground they stood on. In this peculiar subterranean land, the sun was an alien concept. It was a place where eternal twilight reigned, casting a perpetual green hue over everything. The children spoke of a world where trees, flowers, even the very air they breathed, were tinged with the color of emeralds. It was as if Mother Nature herself had taken a verdant paintbrush to their homeland, creating an environment that was as beautiful as it was bizarre. Journeying from this enigmatic place to the surface was no simple feat. The siblings recounted their tale with a mix of fear and wonder, speaking of their journey through long, winding tunnels deep within the earth. Their subterranean world was a labyrinth of shadows and echoes, a maze that was as enchanting as it was daunting. The children's journey to the surface was not a planned expedition. It was an unfortunate series of events that led them to this strange, sunlit world. They had been herding their father's cattle when they found themselves lost in the labyrinthine tunnels. The more they tried to retrace their steps, the further they seemed to stray from their home. Their story was a testament to the unpredictable nature of their subterranean world. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity in the labyrinth, they emerged in Woolpit, a village as foreign to them as their green world would be to the villagers. The children were bewildered, frightened, and most of all, lost. The villagers listened with disbelief, their faces a mirror of the fear and wonder that danced in the children's eyes. As they digested the incredible tale, a question hung in the air, one that challenged their understanding of the world and stretched the limits of their imagination. Could there really be a world beneath us? A world that's green? As the children learned to live among the villagers, an unexpected transformation occurred. The siblings, once a startling shade of emerald, gradually began to lose their green hue. This wasn't an overnight change, but a slow and steady shift, like the turning of leaves in autumn. At first, they refused to eat anything but raw beans, a peculiar dietary choice, to say the least. The villagers, however, were persistent in their efforts to introduce the children to a variety of foods. They offered them bread, cheese, fruits, and even tried tempting them with the occasional sweet treat. But the children remained stubborn, holding on to their strange preference. Over time, however, their taste buds began to adapt. The children started to explore different foods, nibbling on a piece of bread here, a bite of an apple there. It was as if their palates were awakening to a whole new world of flavors. This change in diet was believed to contribute to their fading green color. But while the girl thrived, her brother did not. He fell ill, and despite the villagers' best efforts, he passed away. The villagers mourned the loss, but life in Woolpit had to go on. The girl, now alone, faced a new challenge: assimilation. She had to learn the language, customs, and ways of the villagers. It was a daunting task, but she was determined to fit in. She learned to speak English, adopted the local attire, and even took up work, contributing to the village's daily life. Her green skin was now a thing of the past. The transformation of the Green Children of Woolpit wasn't just physical, but cultural and linguistic as well. They went from being outsiders, two green-skinned children from a subterranean world, to being part of the community. The girl especially became an integral part of Woolpit's society. The Green Children of Woolpit were no longer green, but their story was far from over. The mystery of their origin and their unusual transformation continued to captivate people, turning the Green Children of Woolpit into a legend that would be told and retold for centuries to come. Over the centuries, the story of the Green Children has fascinated scholars and historians alike, leading to numerous theories. One theory suggests that this tale is nothing more than a folk tale, a fable passed down through generations. It's a captivating narrative after all, children with green skin appearing out of nowhere, claiming to hail from a subterranean world. It's the sort of tale that lights up the imagination, isn't it? A story worthy of a place in the annals of folklore. Then there's the extraterrestrial theory. Yes, you heard it right. Some propose that these children were not of this earth, but visitors from another world. Their green skin, unusual language, and strange tales of a world devoid of sunlight have led some to believe they were aliens. A far-fetched idea, perhaps, but one that has certainly caught the attention of ufologists and conspiracy theorists. Next, we have a more grounded medical theory. Some medical historians suggest the children may have suffered from hyperchromic anemia, also known as green sickness. This condition, often resulting from a poor diet, can cause the skin to take on a greenish hue. Given the children's initial refusal to eat anything but beans, this theory does seem plausible. Finally, there's the historical interpretation. Some historians posit that the Green Children were Flemish immigrants, orphaned by war or sickness, who had got lost in the Thetford forest. Their green world could be the green, lush landscape of the forest they were lost in, and their strange language, simply Flemish. Each of these theories brings its own unique interpretation to the table, and yet none can fully untangle the enigma. They all have their merits and their flaws, their supporters and their detractors. While theories abound, none can conclusively explain the mystery of the Green Children. Centuries have passed since the Green Children appeared in Woolpit, but their story continues to captivate us. The tale of these peculiar siblings has etched itself deep into the annals of history, a curious account that has kept scholars and enthusiasts engrossed for generations. The Green Children of Woolpit have been immortalized in many ways. Their story has been meticulously recorded in the chronicles of the 12th century. Writers such as Ralph of Coggeshall and William of Newburgh, renowned chroniclers of their time, weaved their narratives with threads of intrigue and mystery, preserving this enigma for future generations to ponder upon. The Green Children have not only been confined to the dusty pages of history. Their tale has served as an inspiration for numerous works of literature and art, permeating through the fabric of culture and imagination. From the verses of poets to the strokes of painters, the Green Children have found their way into the tapestry of our shared human experience. As the centuries have worn on, the story of the Green Children has remained a source of fascination. Historians continue to delve into the depths of this mystery, sifting through layers of fact and fiction in a quest for the elusive truth. Theories have been proposed and debates have been sparked, yet the truth remains as elusive as the subterranean world the children claimed to hail from. Their story also highlights the human inclination towards the unexplained and the unknown. It serves as a reminder that our world is filled with mysteries and wonders that go beyond our understanding, that there are stories yet to be discovered and tales yet to be told. The mystery of the Green Children of Woolpit remains unsolved, a tantalizing enigma from the past, reminding us of the limitless wonders of our world. As we continue to unravel our past, the Green Children stand as a testament to the enduring allure of the unexplained. Their legacy lives on, not just in the annals of history, but in the collective curiosity of humankind.